Hey y'all, hey, come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. Yes, honey, come on in the room. Yes, come on in the room. People, come on in here so we can talk about it. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, honey. The Garcia versus Diana of it all, honey. Because part one, honey. When I tell y'all, their whole segment is what I'm talking about, what I'm focused on, because it definitely was the focal point of part one, honey, because it was a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna just, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it. And, I'm gonna get y'all feedback. I want y'all to be honest with me, because I wanna know what y'all think. Because, you may think differently, you may think the same, because honestly, I have a lot of mixed feelings about the whole segment. The whole segment. Hey, Nicole Ray here, and that is, yes, because people come in, so we can just kind of start getting into it. As y'all know, Garcelle's son was attacked by bots about sometime last month. He was attacked by some bots, online, some social media troll bots, and they were threatening him, sending him threatening messages, and one of the messages happened to include Diana's name, the initial message, and they were basically saying that they were coming into the defense of Diana, and so social media caught wind of it, wants to hit the air, and you should watch it. It's really good this season. You should watch it. This season anyway. And it hit the air and the world just went crazy. Garcelle, as she should, went into combat mode, for her to protect her son. He's 14 years old, by the way. So he's dealing with this. He's not on the show, but he was getting attacked viciously. I mean, they were saying some of the most cruelest things to this child, racial things, referring to George Floyd, you mentioning the knee on the neck is directed to him, some of the most cringiest things. And so Garcelle feels as though Diana, who was her cast member, who's on the left of me, was behind the bots. She feels as though Diana orchestrated the whole entire thing, and so Garcelle is not here for Diana, and she is said in her feelings that Diana had a role in this whole thing, happening to her son. And so at the reunion, they discussed it. Diana, unfortunately, could not be on the sets of the reunion when they filmed because she had COVID. And so she could not be around the girls, but she did, do her stills from her home via remote. And so, Garcelle feels that Diana, is behind you because, mind you guys, Garcelle and Diana did not have a good start on the show this season. Diana was a new girl this season. They just didn't mesh. And I feel like, Diana coming for Sutton set the tone for how Garcelle felt about Diana. And I feel like Garcelle really didn't give Diana a chance. They tried, but I feel like Garcelle was already set in her mode, she did not like Diana for whatever reason. And now I'm trying to figure out what the reason is, because personally, I didn't see a real main reason up until now. Really not even to now, but up until now, where Garcelle has an issue with Diana, because during the season there was we didn't see no solid conflict between them two. They didn't even have a blow up. Diana's issues was with Sutton. She bumped heads with Sutton. That's what her main grievance was with Sutton. So it was just, I don't understand where their clash even started. But I'm guessing we're going to assume that this incident on social media with her son, Garcelle's son, being, like I said, the center of these attacks is what's the root of their issue now. But during the season, they definitely had no main issue. And I just feel like Garcelle because Sutton's her friend, and she's riding with her friend. So I feel like because Sutton's her friend, she has Sutton's back. So if Sutton's not fooling with someone, or Sutton does not care for someone, she's going to ride for her friend. I just feel like Garcelle just paid, Diana dust. Do I personally think Diana has something to do with these bots? No, because I don't see Diana. I don't want to believe, And I feel like Diana has children herself, and I don't think her as a mother would attack someone's child or pay people to do it, And I still, need to see where Garcelle's proof is, like what makes her so sure that Diana was the person behind this stuff, because all we know is Garcelle's going off of emotion and anger, and she really has not gave us clarity on where or why she feels Diana is the source of these attacks. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where my in between goes, because I'm like, based on what we know, there's nothing there that indicates Diana had anything to do with it. And I personally, like I said, feel like Diana had nothing to do with it, because Diana, is a mom herself, so why would she want someone to attack her child? And as we saw on the reunion stage, Diana was very, upset about, her own children's safety being, threatened because of all that has transpired. On the reunion stage, Diana made a statement to Garcelle and said, Garcelle, I wish you would have, when your son made the initial post, I wish you would have taken it down and then reposted it. But Diana just said that way. Diana just said, you could have erased my name and then reposted it. And so that pissed off Garcelle, which, I get why Garcelle was angry, because she took it as, you wanted me to protect you while protecting my son. And so I get why Garcelle would be mad, because, I would have been mad. So I understand why she was upset. But I just felt like Diana was just saying to Garcelle, as what she should have said, I think what she was trying to say is that Garcelle, you know the show, you know how this stuff works, if someone's name is in something like that, it implicates them in that, and people are going to assume that the person's name is in it was behind it. And so that's what Diana was trying to say, but she didn't say it that way. Mind you, Diana's not from our country. Her language barrier is horrible. She has poor communication issues, because she really does not. She has a thick accent, so she's I think she's has a Russian accent, very thick, very heavy. So it's hard to understand her at times, and so she tries to communicate the best way she can, even on social media. Because let's take it back. She had a incident with a blogger, and she had used the term, because the blogger came to her and shaded her in a comment and said some shade. It was very very shady comment, and then Diana responded using the word black, and people immediately said, "Oh, Diana is being racist. Oh, this is a racist comment. Why would you say that?" And me, being who I am, didn't take it as racial, because I knew that she didn't mean it in a racial way, because reading is comprehension. And so if you read what she wrote, you knew she was not referring to this person's color. You knew she was referring to the person's comment as being, derogatory, being mean, being nasty. And so when she, at the reunion, she said those very things, that what she meant when she used the word black or dark, whatever, she meant dark. She meant it was the nasty, evil, the comment that was that said to her by this blogger. She was not meaning the color, but people quick to make somebody racist or accuse them of racism, was quick to take her using the word black and she's meaning racial. But I never assumed that. I'm no, she didn't mean it that way. We can't always jump to conclusions, because when you assume something, you make an ass out of yourself. And I feel like people quickly was quick to assume that, because they hate her on the show. Mind you, Diana is the most hated one this season on the show. The fans are not feeling her. So any little thing she said or does, they were going to take it. And then they're going to use it against her. And they did that, and Diana does not understand. It's her first season. She's new to this whole social media thing. She has language barrier issues. So she does not understand when you say things on social media as a reality star and is hated, anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of reality television. And so unfortunately, that particular situation was used against her, and people immediately called her racist. And now fast forward to Garcelle's situation with her son, people even more are calling her racist and are assuming that she did this, but there's not been any proof. Now I know that they are, I think today, is supposed to find out who is actually behind those vicious attacks. So we will see for sure if it was Diana or someone else. And I want to go out on the limb and say that it was not Diana, that it was someone else. And so I wonder, and I can't wait to see how it pans out, because Garcelle is so set on this woman being the person behind it. Like, she won't even talk about the woman in interviews. She was at BravoCon, they asked her, and she was like, I'm not going to talk about her. I don't talk about her. It's like, Garcelle is really angry at this woman. Like, she really feels as though this woman really did this. And if Diana did, I would be, stunned, like the world would be. I would be shocked, but I don't think she did it. I don't think she was behind it. I just think Garcelle just had such a disdain for this woman that, in her mind, she is the clear person that did this. Because, mind you, Garcelle has not accused Erica. She's not accused Lisa Rinna. She has not accused Kyle Richards. She has not accused any other of the castmates. She's only accused Diana. She's only went after Diana. She's only assuming that Diana was the culprit behind all this stuff. So, in my mind, it's like, Garcelle, you're set on Diana being the person that did this, and it's unfortunate. Like I said, I hate her son went through this. Her son should have not been attacked. No child deserves to be attacked. No child deserves to be bullied. Any of that. You can, boo. You definitely can get her in the room, honey. But her, no, my child deserves to be attacked or anything like that. It's sad. No children. And it's unfortunate. And, if, like I said, if Diana did do this, then she has to, answer to that. But I don't think she did. I just don't think that Diana would stoop this low, because to me, if somebody to do this will have to actually have like some type of hate for you. And I'm like, there's no way Diana could hate Garcelle, and they filmed for what, 5, 6, 7 months. Like, there's no way possible that Diana would hate Garcelle to this degree in that matter of months. Like, it takes time to hate somebody. Like, there's no way possible. And so I just feel like, somebody doing this would indicate that they really hate you. And I just feel like, them two just did not get along. They did not mesh, and it's fine. Everybody's not gonna get along. And I just feel like that's what it is. Now I feel like when this does clear it up, and if it comes out she did or didn't, and they can move past it and just figure out where to go from there. Because at the end of the day, they're on a show together. They're a part of this show. I doubt Diana goes anywhere, because Diana is definitely the villain on the show now, and the fans hate her, but Andy loves that. Bravo loves that, and she definitely has helped the show stay trending because of all the controversy with this situation with Garcelle. So, inadvertently, Garcelle, may have helped Diana keep her diamond. So, I'm just saying, child. What y'all thoughts? Leave me comments. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Diana is guilty? If she's guilty, put the guilty in the comments. If you think that she's innocent, put the innocent in the comments. Or if you want to come up, come up. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about, you want to give your thoughts, because I'm just here to have a conversation, honey, because I'm just like, puzzled. Watching that whole segment was very, it was very dark and very cringy. Because it involved a child. And anytime a conversation involves a child, it's always cringy, always touchy, always just an uncomfortable conversation to have. So, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Part 2 airs tomorrow, and, we'll get the rest of the conversation aired for us to see. But, it just got very intense between these two women, and I hate that it's gotten to this place, because to me, I feel like there was an opportunity for them to really really figure out what the issue is, and try to build some type of relationship, the next season, because this season it didn't happen. But I just feel like this is a missed opportunity, because I feel like both of them really need to talk to each other outside the show, off camera, one-on-one, and, talk to each other outside the show, get to know each other outside the show, because I think in the show, filming it can be hard to really have a one-on-one dialogue. And mind you, they did try to talk. They did have a scene where they did actually, seem like they were, okay, but I could still tell that Garcelle's guard was still up. I can still tell, Garcelle was just not receptive, and the door definitely was closed on her end, on, building a friendship with Diana. I just feel like Garcelle just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something that happened off camera that we did not see. It's something that was edited out that we did not see for whatever reason. But Garcelle, I feel like Garcelle just did not want a creative space for Diana in her life. And I just feel like, they just was not gonna happen. And I feel like now, the situation is made it even more like clear, like they're not going to be friends. They're not going to be like cool. They're not going to be able to be like, even just cordial. I think at this point, it's like if Diana does return next season, it's given that Garcelle will not want to be filming with her any scenes with her for the season. It's given that type of energy right now. Because Garcelle doesn't even want to talk about the woman or say her name. So, yeah. Dion said, hey Dion, he said, I haven't watched this season, but if Kathy don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. Child, I mean, I like Kathy, but I mean, I'm here for Kathy. Hey Queen Louise, I'm here for Kathy, honey. I'm here for her, drama this season, because her first season she was a fan favorite, and I mean it comes with the territory. Your first season you may be liked. If you like the second season, you're probably gonna be getting some drama. So I'm here for Kathy to come to the reunion to confront Lisa. I'm here to see them have it out. I do like Lisa Rinna. I do like her. I mean, I knew her work before the show. I am a soap opera fan. I watched her on Days of Our Lives. So I definitely know who the icon is. So Lisa Rinna, I know who she is as a soap opera icon and vet. So I know her work. And so, yeah, and I like Kathy. And I just, it's unfortunate that the drama between them has transpired this season. I feel like whatever Kathy did do, because there's something happened, whatever happened, I just hope they can, move past it, because, yeah. Emily Flowers said, but Garcelle is the truth. I mean, that's your opinion. She's the truth. I mean, she could be the truth to you. I like Garcelle, and I'm glad Garcelle is doing more this season, but I just need Garcelle to have more of a solid storyline outside of focusing on Erica Jane, because I feel like, this season she was hell-bent on focusing on Erica Jane. She was like literally mad because the girls did not want to focus on Erica Jane. So, yeah, if she can just focus on Garcelle Bouvet and not Erica Jane, I'm good. We can work it out. I mean, Violet Mink said if Lisa Rinna can let it go. If Lisa can let it go, I mean, I need Lisa to let it go. Hopefully she can. Hopefully she can move past it. I know Kathy said that if the cast remains the same, that she will not return for season 13. And as it looks and seems, the cast will be the same. So that means Kathy Hilton will not be returning. And I'm sure Kaya will be, happy if her sister did not return. So, I mean, yeah, Garcelle is a model, actress, and television host. We know her. I know Garcelle's work as well. I'm a fan of her acting, the Jamie Foxx show, other shows she's been on, in movies and television she's done. I mean, I know her work as well, So, I like Garcelle. I like her on the show as a housewife, but I need her to have more of a solid storyline, because she's been on the show now 2 seasons, and I feel like 2 seasons, and I feel like she has not really had like a solid long-term storyline. Like, I feel like she has a little bit of stuff, but then it shifts to the drama. It shifts to focusing on other people instead of herself. So I need Garcelle to have more of a substantial storyline. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Nicole, girl, get her in the room, honey. Get her in the room, honey. We can have a conversation with Miss Garcelle Bouvet, honey. Violet Mink said Garcelle, Lisa Rinna. I mean, each his own, I think, without Lisa Rinna, it definitely wouldn't have been a show. Let's be very clear, because Lisa kept the show trending, because everybody hates Lisa Rinna, so they watch to hate her. They watch to hate Erica Jane. So let's be clear. Without them two, the show would not be a trending topic, because, I mean, if we're being honest, like, them two being the most hated women on the show, keeps the show entertaining because the haters watch to hate them. Diana sucks. I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, a lot of people hate her. You know, I came into the season when started watching the season. I really didn't care for Diana. You know, but I was like, you know, Diana is, you know, hey, and she's all right. You know, she's, you know, I mean, she just, like I said, has a language barrier, and I think, you know, her first season, like any housewife, is hard. So I feel like if she comes back for a second season, I think she will do better. I think that she would, you know, have an easier time to transition for her second season. The 3 episodes Rena wasn't in they were boring. They had nothing to talk about. They definitely was like the most boring episodes. Let's be real. Let's not be delusional. Let's be real, Vitamix. They were definitely boring. They definitely put me to sleep. And half the world. Let's be clear. Diana, we will see if she does not come back. She doesn't, but I mean, you know, we shall see. I know she's trying to get pregnant. She's currently trying to have another baby, so you know, Godspeed her on that. You know, so maybe she may not. Who knows? I would personally love for Cherie to get more screen time because I love Cherie. Cherie is everything that Garcelle needs to be, honey. Because Cherie definitely would have cleared, honey, all the girls, honey. She definitely would have shut everything down before it even got to this point, honey. Let's be very clear. Cherie would have shut it down season 1, honey. I don't know these girls left. Like, it's Lisa Vanderpump. No, it's Lisa Rinna. Lisa Vanderpump has left the show like 2 seasons, 3 or 3 seasons ago. It's Lisa Rinna. The one with the iconic hairstyle. I forgot what they call the hairstyle. It's like a short mullet, something type of hairstyle, child. Not Vanderpump. No, Vanderpump been going. She's my favorite, by the way. I love Lisa Vanderpump. I would love for her to come back because she was the Grand Dame of Beverly Hills. Let's not get it twisted. She was that girl, honey. And still is that girl, honey. You know, Kyle Richards has definitely sat in that seat since Lisa left the show, but, you know, and I like Kyle. I like her more now. I definitely enjoy Kyle a lot more now. But yeah, like, this season has been a mess of a season, child, and this reunion is only gonna get messier and messier with these girls, cause it's just getting worse and worse. So I'm excited to see Lisa and Kathy, like I said, go at it, and Kathy, you know, get out what she wants to get out, honey, and you know, help keep Lisa on the show, cause that's definitely what Kathy's going to do. Nicole Ray says, I hear Nicole Ray maybe join the cast. I mean, I hear there's a shakeup coming up, honey. I mean, it could be, honey. Y'all stay tuned, honey. Cause, I mean, Nicole Ray does live in the area. I mean, she definitely could. Got over to Beverly Hills, honey, and shake up the show, honey. And be an ally to Garcelle, cause she definitely needs another ally, honey. Cause, I mean, we need more melanin on the show. I mean, you know, at least, you know, a good blend of it, honey. Yeah, no, cause I mean it's a hard task being the only black housewife on an all-white cast. Like when Kim Zolciak was the only white housewife on a black cast. It was definitely a hard task to take on because I mean it's child. I mean, you know, that's a hard task. So Garcelle definitely needs some more allies. She definitely needs some more of her sisters, and I will be here for, you know, some more melanin to come on the show, honey. You know, some of her friends crossing over. I would love to see Cynthia Bailey, my girl Cynthia, join the cast. Once she has finished her divorce from Mike and she's, you know, in a good space and clear and doing her acting thing, and once she's getting into her acting mode and really does what she wants to do acting wise, I would love for her to come on and get her a diamond, honey. I would be here for it. Yes, because she'd be sickening, honey, to add to the cast. And she definitely knows how to read, honey. Read, honey, okay? So, she would definitely fit in just fine in Beverly Hills, honey. Yes. We need some more melanin over there in Beverly Hills, honey. A good shake-up would be just perfect, you know? Yes. What else is going on in Beverly Hills? I think the Kyle Crystal thing threw me off too, y'all, because I was like, what is going on with Kyle and Crystal? I think Kyle's like does not really care for Crystal. It's something about Crystal that irritates Kyle, and maybe because Crystal, it does tend to also not communicate her words with her words effectively. So maybe that bothers Kyle because Crystal tends to say things, not clearly say everything, because she was definitely reaching with Sutton. She definitely was. And Sutton's better than me, baby, because we would have had a problem on it being stage. Like, I would have to cuss her out, like a good cussing out, because you literally, like, she literally could have ruined Sutton's career. Her really could have ruined her life, because she was alluding to something that Sutton said that was racial. And it was not racial at all. Whatever was said was not bad. And Crystal even said, like, it wasn't as bad, or it wasn't what it seemed, but girl, you, like, literally, like, was dragging it out. And then you still never really said exactly what made you uncomfortable with what Sutton said. Like, whatever Sutton said, we still don't know. So I'm definitely, like, annoyed with Crystal right now. Annoyed with her. Erica's my girl. She is the queen, honey. It's Erica's show. Kyle may be the longest reigning, but Erica is the queen. She is that girl, honey. She is the HBIC, honey. She is running that show. She is in charge of all the girls, honey. And Kathy played it smart. I'm saying it here, y'all. Kathy played it smart, and she knew who to come for. Because, mind you, Erica was also agreeing with Lisa, also perpetuating it with Lisa, also dragging out with Lisa what Kathy allegedly did in Aspen. But Kathy only had to smoke for Lisa, because she knew which bitch to come for. So she knows she didn't want it with Erica, because Erica ain't no punk. Erica will get her together. So she knew to focus on Lisa and leave Erica alone, because she don't want it over there. She didn't want that. She didn't want them problems. So she knew who to focus on. I give Kathy's a smart woman. She knew. Let me focus on Lisa Rinna. Let me not even look Erica's way, because Erica will wear her out. So she knew. She knew who to come at. She knew who to come for at this reunion. She definitely did. She definitely did. Yeah. So I'm excited for part 2 and 3, and to see her and Kyle, because they're sisters, and their whole dynamic as sisters, it's playing out in front of our eyes. There are things that they have a lot of issues. So it's gonna get good, honey. Gonna get real, gonna get emotional, gonna get triggering probably for Kyle. Kyle's probably gonna have a fit, and just really like be uncomfortable with the whole conversation with her sister. I mean, it's not fun having to have hard conversation with your family on national television, especially addressing issues and things that were said, unsaid on the show. So, yes, y'all. Like, I'm ready for the rest of the reunion and see what it gives, honey. But hopefully, we'll get some closure for Garcelle and Diana, because the truth will come out, and we will find out who was behind these bots. And we'll find out who was behind these bots. And go from there, y'all. So until next time, honey, I'm going to come back. Once part 2 airs, I'll come back and talk about some more, honey. And then part 3, I'll come back and talk about some more. I'm also going to be coming on and talking about Married to Medicine, honey. And, all day gag, honey, with the girls on Married to Medicine, their reunion. And, child, it's a lot going on, honey. A lot going on, y'all. And also, our ATL girls, they are currently filming. Yes, God, honey. The drama's always starting. They only been filming for a week, honey. My favorite Love and Marriage Huntsville hubby star Martell is with my girl Sheree, and they are shaking it up, honey. Martell always shakes up any room he's in. So I'm here for it, honey. More Martell on my TV screen, the better, honey. So yes, God, honey. Yes. Yes, honey, match a mess, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, God.